Johnson, and welcome to our YouTube LEHOSTHAIR beauty channel. I've been in the industry now for over 33 years, and with that, I've learned a ton of information, tons of helpful hints that'll help you whenever you get a challenge when it comes to wigs, weaves, extensions, anything to weave or not to weave, hair glue or should you not hair glue, what's the difference between frontals and closures. You'll learn amazing videos, get amazing tips. We'll add so much more information that you want to know about the beauty industry. And what you're going to learn about cutting, coloring, wig care, all things hair tips, even my secrets, my top secrets. Shh, but you gotta subscribe. But listen, I promise you, I will be posting every single week. So what you wanna do is you wanna hit that bell right over there, push subscribe, push like, and leave me a comment. Why should you leave me a comment? Because I want to connect with you. Me and you, we're going places. So why don't you leave me a comment down below. Let me know what it is you want to learn. What tips do you want to learn about? From coloring, cutting, styling, it doesn't matter. This is the place you want to be. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hello and welcome to Wonder Woman Wednesdays. I'm so glad that you tuned in. I see all my beauty cuties. I started checking in. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm so excited about today's show. We have an expert in makeup, fashion, and style. Her name is April. And she just got married. So I'm gonna let her introduce her last name, but we know her as April L. I'm gonna give you a little bit about her. So I hope that your day has been amazing so far, that you have been watching. I know that you ladies are enjoying Wonder Woman Wednesday. Thank you so much for all your inbox, your support, saying, hey, keep it going. We're learning so much about makeup and fashion and other things that you bring to us. You know that we love educating you, all things fashion, all things beauty industry. That's what we're supposed to do as the expert. We're supposed to help you feel more confident and more sure that when you walk in the room, unapologetically, you show up every time beautiful. I want to make sure that you share this broadcast live today with your good girlfriend. Again, I am Hayes Johnson of LEHOSTHAIR and WIGS, and you've just tuned in to Wonder Woman Wednesday. Please make sure you put a good girlfriend name down in the comment section so that we can start the show and you do not keep us a secret. It is time that you start sharing. Let somebody know how you start looking all that cute. You know you just showed up and it's like, oh my God, what are you doing? You've been tuning in to the Big Wig Show and to Wonder Woman Wednesdays, getting those special tips on how to get your hair right, and now you getting your makeup right. And always, you know I'm a woman of empowerment, inspiration, so you always got to make sure every single day you're getting that spirit man right. Let me tell you a little bit more about our guest who's coming. Her name is April L. She's a makeup artist, a fashion stylist, an image consultant. I'm so excited about her coming on, y'all. She is like fabulous. So I'm not going to hold back any more fabulous from you, but she's known for her professionalism. She is an owner and the principal artist of Styles of Cover the Chaos production. She also has been a key member of an industry leader makeup team for 10 years plus 10 years plus. That means she's not a novice. She didn't just get started. She serves as an image director for Hal Jackson Talent Team Michigan pageant for over 5 years. She's recently coached an amazing, listen to this, y'all. She recently coached an amazing nationally known 70-year-old client to her first pageant. Wait a minute. She didn't just get to the pageant, but she coached her to win her first pageant. April L is a 40-year-old, looking 27, okay? 40-year-old influencer as well. She promotes fashion and love and family after 40. She showcased how your 40s and beyond can be amazing. With no other further ado, let us bring in to you Miss April. Yay! If I had an audience, I think that's where they clap. Yay, April! Welcome to the Wonder Woman Wednesday.
Hello, and thank you for having me.
It is amazing to see you show up so fabulously gorgeous. I asked her, I said, so did you make that? Did you pull that together? She said, so tell us what you do exactly.
Well, I am a makeup artist and a fashion stylist. I'm an image consultant. I work with clients of all ages, from children to, like she said, I coached my first 70-year-old client. Then I say 70 not to, you know, talk about her age, but she entered her first pageant, and she's fabulous. And we coached for a few weeks. We worked on her talent. I picked her attire, and she won. And this pageant she was in was from 40 or 50 and up. And she blew them away. She blew them away. And then even with myself, I'm 48 to be exact.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm 48 to be exact. Yeah. And so I just want people to understand that age is just a number. Right, you can look fabulous, and that there is no special occasion.
Right.
I don't believe in special occasions. Every day is a special occasion for me. Most people know I don't believe that I save things for later. I will wear my fancy dress to the grocery store.
Yeah, she showed me some photos, y'all, so she is really telling the truth. She showed me this gorgeous duster, pink mauve duster that you didn't take the garbage out in that, though,
No, we just played in the yard.
Okay, she played in the yard, but I love it. So I asked her, I said, so do you eat on China for all occasion or any occasion? She said, anytime. Yes. She said that your post office, my
mail lady, I came outside and I had a glass, champagne glass at 10 o'clock, and she gave me this look. And
like,
I said,
are you drinking at 10?
But I don't like paper plates. I will wash dishes because I just don't think you have to save anything for later. Live your life.
Live your life now and live it the best. And this is what I always want to instill in those that watch this brand and the Beauty Cuties, that I want you to show up unapologetically.
Yes.
The one thing that I want you to know and to always be confident that you owe nobody an explanation for your greatness, for your beauty, and for your success. It's okay. It's okay for you to be the best person who God has created you to be. And when you show up, be unapologetically and stop explaining. It's like somebody say, oh my God, this is so pretty. Oh, this is girl. I just got this at the secondhand store. No, you say thank you, right? We say thank you. Okay, I'm not going to hold you back. So I'm going to let you edit. This is now your Beauty Cuties. You can teach us some beauty tips. And listen, ladies, I can see your comments. We both can see your comments here. Yes. So if you have any questions, please make sure you put it down in the comment sections. All right, Miss April, I'm all yours.
Okay, well, we have prepped Miss Hayes' skin. We gave her a Clinique Moisture Surge under her eyes. And I also gave her a pore reducing by Benefit, a pore primer all over her face. So we did a little bit of prep so that we can go ahead and let you guys see what we're going to do. So we're going to do a fast face on Hayes. And we're going to do, I'm going to start off with her brows. I start off with eyes and brows. Eyes especially before you do foundation, just in case you make a mistake. You can always wipe it off and you haven't done your foundation.
So your suggestion is always start with your eyebrows after you prep. How important is it to prep, moisturizer, and all that stuff?
It's very important. Now, a lot of times you can't tell that your skin is not getting enough moisture. I know that I can do better at drinking more water. I just had my makeup done for my anniversary, and my artist that did my makeup, I go get my makeup done as well.
The other makeup artist did too.
Because I like to be pampered, and the funny thing is that makeup artist did my makeup for my anniversary, and she let me know that where I wear my hair on my face was very dry. A lot of times as women, we wear our hair pulled to our face or over our forehead, and we don't realize that we're not moisturizing that as we do our cheeks, or because we don't really see it. And if you wear, I've worn my hair, in variations of this style for quite some time, so I have been neglecting my forehead. But now that it was brought to my attention, I make sure that I'm moisturizing.
So you know what that's called, ladies? When you know better, you do better.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so we're just gonna, you know, Faith has great eyebrows already, so we're just gonna fill them in just a little bit. It depends on the client on how much I feel or how less I feel. Faith has a very natural looking brow, but I do have clients that like a very exaggerated brow. So with Haith, I'm sorry, I am going to.
I've been called worse. So.
I'm going to fill it just some. And a lot of times, ladies, you're trying to figure out how much do you feel, where do you feel. You can always take the end of your pencil. The bridge of your nose is where it should start. The end right here is where your arch, and hers is perfectly arched, is where your arch should be. And then the end over here, the very end, is where your tail should stop. You may have plucked or tweezed over the years and you need a little help. So a nice brown pencil. Now I have very few clients that can use a black pencil, but I do have some.
Okay.
Black is normally too dark for most clients. So you can do a black brown. It does not have to be a very expensive pencil. You can go to your local beauty supply and just get a nice pencil to fill your brow in, or you can use powder. You can use eyeshadow in a brown to also fill it. So I'm just going to fill her brow with just some. I'm looking at the shape she already has, so hers are not very exaggerated, so I'm not going to go in and exaggerate her brow.
Who's your favorite customer you've ever done?
My favorite customer, I think when I worked with the pageants, as of right now, they're all like in their 30s. They have their own families, and they have started calling me to do their makeup for weddings, baby showers. I just did one of my young ladies who I met when she was 11 in the pageant, and she turned 30 the other day. And so I think that because as I was getting them ready for the pageant, I was sewing into them. Yeah. And it's evident when they tell my daughter how much they love me and what of inspiration I was to them, or if their moms reach out and say, you know, you really made a difference in my daughter. Yeah. So I think that has been the most rewarding client for me. Okay. But I love all my clients. I love the repeat clients. I have a lot of clients that I may have done one family member 10 years ago, and because I have had the same number for the last 26 years, they reach out and they ask me, are you still doing makeup? I used to do hair years ago. Yes, I was first a hairstylist. Okay. I went to Mauricio's back in the early 90s. And so I was a hairdresser. My mother is a cosmetologist. You know, she'll get me with that hairdo or hairdresser. Right. You know, if you say wash, she's like shampoo. Right. So yeah. So she old school. Yeah, she's Virginia Farrell Ferndale. So
got
she's
it.
Old school.
My God, around the corner.
Yeah.
So what are some big no-nos you see a lot of women do?
I think not learning that their foundation, if you look at your face is not one color. And a lot of times they have not learned that you may have to match foundation for your skin. Okay. So you may, where the sun has hit you around the perimeter of your face, you're a little darker, but you're very light in here, and then you have some discoloration under your eye. Right. So you need more than one product to make sure that you have a flawless finish in the end. Okay. So I just filled her brows in some. Now some people, they like them really sharp. I'm looking at hers, they're very natural looking, they're very age appropriate. You know, when I'm doing a lot of younger clients, I may, you know, shape them and make them just pristine, and they take the concealer and you shape them out and you just make them very pristine. But for the time being, I will leave them like this. Okay, so Haith has a little discoloration under her eye.
As you know, we come on here with no makeup.
No makeup.
My dad gave me these, so thanks, Dad.
Yes. So what I'll do, I have you probably can see on here, there's some orange. Okay. It's a color corrector. And so I'm just going to add a little color corrector under her eye.
So when does someone know what to use as color correction from orange, pink, lavender, green? I see all kinds of...
It depends on skin complexion. Okay. Most of my clients, I'm using the orange because it's usually a darker discoloration. Okay. But when I'm doing some of my Caucasian, they're red, and the green will take out that red. Okay. So learning color theory is what a lot of makeup artists have to do. You know, for a personal makeup application, you just want to learn what works for your face. And I was explaining to you earlier, a lot of people, they really can learn how to do their own faces very well.
Yeah.
But to learn to do clients, you really have to invest in yourself and take some classes, or you have to become a YouTube guru.
Okay.
Because it's just not as easy. I mean, I have some talent because I knew I could do hair.
Right.
So when I got into the makeup business, I said, well, I was real good at doing hair. I wonder if I can do this makeup thing. And you know what? I got pretty good at it. Now, in the beginning, my sister was a guinea pig, and I looked back at some pictures, and I said, you know what? I had to take some classes. I latched onto a mentor, and my mentor has helped me over the years, and I have learned this trade.
How did you know when to transition from hair into makeup, and how did you find your call? How did you tap into, this is who I am and this is what I want to do?
Well, I used to be a professional model.
Okay.
And every time that I got my makeup done, it seemed like I was always the last person getting my, relax your face. Another thing, you want to make sure when you're doing your brows, you want to relax your face. Because if your eyes are scrawled up, your eyebrows will not be twins. They will be sisters or distant cousins. So make sure that you keep your face relaxed. A lot of times when I'm doing makeup, you'll feel me rub your forehead. That's just telling you relax your face.
Got it.
But I started out doing hair, and back in the early 90s, you know how big hair was in Detroit. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't like the shops. I didn't like how the shops were ran. I didn't like all the talking and all the busyness of the shops. And I got burnt out really, really quick. And so I told myself, you know, I'm doing this modeling thing. I'm not liking my makeup, or I'm always last, and it seemed like I'm getting the rush job. So I decided that I was going to learn how to do the makeup just to make sure I could do it myself. Now I'm going to prep her eyelid with a little concealer. And so I watched James Ambrose, the makeup artist, photographer extraordinaire. Mm-hmm. He was normally the everything on most of the sets I was on. Mm-hmm. And I just watched him. I said, if I'm going to be last, I bet I soak up this free information. And I made sure that I watched him, and then when I was going to get my makeup done by him, I was taking mental notes. And then I just decided, I said, you know what? I think I can do this.
Wow.
And so I started practicing, and I didn't know the business side. That was the part. I was like, okay, how do I transition this into a business? You know, people are asking me to do their makeup, but how do I transition this to a business? So I started going to wedding vendor shows.
Oh, okay.
And at one particular vendor show, I saw someone that was doing what I wanted to do. And I said, I'm going to go tell her I'm a bride and try to find out, you know, pricing. But she saw right through me. And we became friends. She became my mentor, and she's been my mentor 10 plus years.
Oh, wow.
And so let's shout out to Rashida the Glam Dr. Williams, who was on last week. Mm-hmm. She really helped shape me on the business side of doing makeup.
Awesome.
So you see I prepped her eyelids with just a little concealer. And that's just to give me a nice smooth canvas to be able to put the eyeshadow on. After you put on concealer, you want to make sure you put some powder there so that your shadow doesn't slide off. And so I'm going to pat a little powder on here, translucent powder, so I don't change the color of the base that I'm working on. And I know a lot of women are afraid of smoky eye. Like today, I have a smoky eye. I have a black smoky eye, but I want to show you guys today that you don't have to do dark smoky eye, especially in the daytime.
Pauletta says, very good information. Joanne says, after watching this from last week, I may start wearing makeup. Wow. Well, congratulations, honey.
Yes. And that's my cousin.
Oh,
wow,
is it really?
I've never seen her
ever.
My
God. Look at you, change your life.
Cousin JoJo, you have to come over and get your makeup done. Okay, so I'm going to do a brown smoky eye on Hayes. So, see, I have a brush, and this is her brush line.
These are our brush lines. We have a few still in stock. And you're also using the large palette.
Beauty Cuties.
All right, ladies.
So I'm using this tan color to start. And I'm just going to go on her lid. And I'm going to swirl it a little bit just to give it a little smoky effect. And some women, that may be just enough for them. You know, they might not want to, you know, daytime. I don't know daytime and nighttime. I do it all whenever.
Okay,
so,
right,
you know,
right.
you may not feel as comfortable with the smoky eye in the middle of the day, but April L, yes, she will do it. So with Hay, as you see,
I do. I get nervous with smoky eyes. I get nervous with liner, meaning I don't go too far out of the box.
Okay.
But I've learned it's makeup. It's not brain surgery. It's not, you know what I'm saying?
yes,
So
and all
it's
you need is a wipe. You can always
so
start
wipe
over.
it off, right?
And that's a lot of times what I tell, like a lot of bridal party members are not makeup wearers. And the bride dictates the look for the day.
Okay.
And I try to let the bridesmaids know it's only for one day and you can wipe it off at the end of the night.
It's okay.
It's okay. The bride wants, but most brides don't want a whole lot. But if she says she wants a red lip and you're not a makeup wearer, go for it. It's
Okay.
one day. Wipes are ready for you at the end of the day. So as you see here, I pat it on, swirl it in, and you layer it. You keep building and building and building until you get to the level of smoky that you like.
So a person comes, she sits in your chair, or she calls you for a consultation. She says, I've never ever worn makeup, and I'm really, you know, me and my husband, we're split up, and I'm starting a new job, and I just kind of want to try something new. What's your advice to someone who starting over, getting into a new career, or just kind of want to make herself feel a little bit better from where and how she used to look? Because, you know, sometimes we can get stuck. We look at photos from high school or
Yes.
from college and we look the same. We wear the same lipstick every single day. What's your advice?
My advice is I would say do a trial. You know, I would say do a trial prior to individual lessons. That way you kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like. If you like what you see when you do the trial, then let's set up some individual lessons so you can master your face. If all you're looking to do is make sure you look good, let's do an individual session and teach you how to master your early morning, get out the door face.
Right. And that's the thing. You don't have to look like Iman or Tyra Banks walking out the door. You can find your norm. You can find what makes you feel incredible or empower yourself with just enough. And that's what I'm calling it. It's just enough.
Just enough.
For you.
And then even for women that aren't big on foundation, I get that a lot. I don't like foundation. I don't like foundation. Well,
I do.
You can get a tinted moisturizer, or you can create your own tinted moisturizer.
Okay.
You can take your foundation, you can mix it with a little moisturizer, and that'll give you just enough coverage so that you look alive and you look fresh when you get up in the morning. So everybody doesn't have to do a full face of makeup every single day. Me, that's just what I like.
Joanne, laugh out loud. Thanks for that.
Yes, you know, just a little bit. And I mean, some of our women take such good care of their skin that they don't even need a whole lot
Correct.
of foundation. I mean, I have women that are 40 plus, their skin. I did a lady the other day, I had a bride that got married to her high school sweetheart.
I love it.
And she was 70. Her bridal party were all 65 plus.
Are you serious?
And when I got there, no makeup on, some of them women had the best skin.
Yeah.
So if you, skincare, if you take your makeup off at night, I'm horrible, I need to get better, but if you take your makeup off at night and you moisturize your skin and you clean your skin, you find a product that will work for your skin. It does not have to be high end. It can be from the drugstore. If it's just for you, I say splurge and find the brand that works for you and spend a little bit more because it's only for you. Even as a makeup artist, we are elevating with the products that we use. We're elevating because we're providing a premier service. It's a luxury. So if you're going to provide a luxury experience, you have to up your game.
Right.
We've come a long way. There was, you know, when I first started, we didn't know what to have in our kids. But now we are elevating. And now we have brands like
Beauty Cutie.
Beauty Cuties. You know, we have brushes. That's another thing. Having brushes, having a complete set of brushes. Like I said, Haith has a few of these left, but always invest in your own set of brushes. That way you can play around with different looks and you'll have the right tools to do it. Gone are the days of opening up your eyeshadow palette and having that little sponge.
And using that sponge.
I don't know what they thought that sponge was going to do, but
It was
gone
just
are those
something-
days.
Right.
Gone are the days of sticking your finger in some powder.
Ladies, I know
and
it.
You can still do that in a crunch. But invest in you. Look at these brushes. They got, my motto is if it doesn't sparkle, it does not make sense. And look at these brushes. They sparkle.
Are gorgeous. Yeah.
So she has a few left. I'm not sure how they contact you to get these.
Go on the website, LEHOSTHAIR.com, and here's a bigger one, so you really can see how gorgeous these are.
I mean, they
really are pretty.
Whole set, and there's something for everyone. There's something for everything you need to do to your face in her kit.
I simply believe that women, it's okay to be a girl. It's okay to be a woman. And if you like pretty things around you, surround yourself from your brushes to, and somebody asked me the other day, they said, well, what made you get into makeup? Because I would come on and the beauty cuties would say, well, what shadow are you using? What lipstick are you using? I didn't want a whole line, a whole makeup line. So what we did is we wanted to get into shadows and lips, because the eyes, to me, accentuate the beauty of a woman.
Yes.
And so when you can give a great eyebrow, the perfect eyeshadow, along with lips, for the most part, that's all a woman really needs.
That's all.
And so I know that the eyes are so, so important, as well as lashes. So what are some of the things that you find that women are mostly insecure about?
I think that a lot of times, as we age, your hair does not grow like it used to. We've worn individual lashes over the years, and we've worn, things on our eyes, and we may have stunted, the growth of our natural lashes. So I find that, a great pair of lashes, I mean, you don't have to go as extravagant as I do, but there are some very nice natural lashes out there. There are, there's a lash for every occasion.
It is.
I mean, there's colored lashes, there are butterfly lashes. I mean, I have young women that they go all out. It's not for everybody, but it looks good once they're all together. So I would say that if you could put on a nice tinted moisturizer or a nice light foundation, if that's what you like, a lash, a quick eyeshadow. And a lot of times we watch these videos or we watch TV and we see where they have 3 and 4 colors on their eyes. You don't have to do that.
That's not for everybody.
I find that I learned my niche. I like beauty. Not to say the colors aren't beauty, because I'll put them on when I'm getting razzle dazzle, but I found that when I was combing through magazines, and my favorite magazines like Essence, if you ever look at the covers and you look at your stars, your Halle Berrys and your Serena Williams, they're not overly made up.
They're not.
They are beauty. They're showing beauty. And so I find that if you do a quick shadow, some lashes, nice little foundation, some lips and some blush, you're out the door.
Really?
Now, the key to eyeshadow, I find that a lot of women don't do, is blending. You might have saw my hand, really making sure that this is blended, because a lot of times you'll put it on there and you'll see, if you do more than one color, you will see where each one starts. It took me some years to really understand that the blending is key. So if you learn how to blend one shadow, then you can elevate to 2 or 3. But if you learn one good shadow that you blend really good on your eyelid, you are good. So I put her shadow on. Now I'm going to wipe around where fallout fell out. Always wipe where your fallout. Don't put your foundation on top of it. You just go around here. And I'm not going to disturb where I use the color corrector, but I'm going to wipe where I saw fallout on the ends. That gives you a much cleaner look on your eye as well. So I got the fallout. So now I am going to use a mascara. Open, but look down. A lot of people close their eyes when they're doing their mascara. Open, look down. The artist will pull your eye up. Now I am going to give her lashes, but I always put mascara on first. It just helps them stay on better. And again, even with the lashes, because I use strip lashes, all you need is a wipe or a hot rag to take them off at the end of the night. Now some of us beauty cuties that are pros, we can sleep in them. But I know that most of my brides and bridesmaids, they wake up the next morning and they're on the pillow. So I say until you learn how to do that, I would say just wipe them off at night or pull them off. Sometimes they're so easy, you can just pull them off.
They really are, especially by the end of the day.
And you can put them right back. Like for instance, she has lashes, and they're in this case, and you just put them back in your case. Put your case in your makeup bag, and you have them for the next time you want to put them on.
And the thing I love about the magnetic lashes, and ladies, you know we have magnetic lashes on www.LEHOSTHAIR.com. You know you can keep those lashes over 2 months if you take care of it, but you got to put it back in the lash tray.
Okay.
Also, June Sutton says, April, your mom needs some brushes.
Oh.
She's being bad.
Mom.
Oh, June's your mother.
June's my mom.
I
yes.
love it. Oh my God. So say hi to June. Hey, June.
You started this. My mom was a cosmetologist. I was her guinea pig all throughout middle school and high school.
It's a pretty guinea pig.
In high school,
Mom,
I was known for my hair.
Oh, were you?
I had some of the most extravagant hairdos. I, you know, didn't win class here, but I came in a tough second. And I mean, I loved everything about hair. Finger wave, jerry curl, I had it all.
Grew up in Detroit?
Yes, I grew up in Detroit, Cass Tech grad, CT. So, you know, but I was known for my hair. I've always stood out. I've never been afraid of color. I've never been afraid to walk in a room and be the only one looking like what I look like. And I'm glad that I had that confidence, you know, early on. Now, middle school was another story.
How did it come in? How did you get a grasp of walking in a room and not feeling insecure?
Let me tell you, I was about 14, and I really went through a bout of insecurity. And I had she was like a mentor, like a grandmother to me, lived next door to me. And I was crying, and she took me in the mirror, and I hated my cheekbones.
Really?
I hated my cheekbones. And she took me in front of the mirror, and she told me, "You're beautiful. People are buying those cheekbones." And I'm crying, "No, I'm ugly." And back then, you know, being a dark-skinned young lady just was not the in thing. And so I was very insecure. But that day, she pulled something out of me that I didn't know existed.
You never forgot
and
that.
And to this day, she's gone to glory, but Miss Ruby Vining, she was so instrumental in showing me that, you know, beauty comes in all shapes and sizes.
It does.
And that she was right. Nowadays, people are going to get cheekbones.
They really are.
I mean, I get so many compliments on my cheekbones that I'm like, wow. And at one point, I thought this was horrible.
Isn't that something? As we grow up, the very things that we was the most insecure about are the things that really separated us and really added to our beauty and defined who we were individually. You know what I'm saying? I've always hated my lips. I know, isn't that crazy?
It's something.
It was like, oh my God, I got big lips. It's like, okay, and you know, oh, and my nose or this or whatever it may be. But as you get older and as you come into who you are, you realize God made me pretty wonderful.
Yes.
And that's where we actually got Wonder Woman Wednesday. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. So you do not have to, you know, I think my goal in doing a lot of this empowering women is to, because sometimes, let me say it like this, sometimes women, we're not the nicest to each other.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so we sometimes have a tendency of dressing for each other.
Yes.
And we walk in a room, and again, you can feel insecure because maybe you don't have a designer outfit on, or you're not beat, as they say, to the gods, or, you know, your hair is not extravagant. And my thing is, those are things that you can make a choice to kind of say, you know what, I'm going to see an expert. You can't do it, but it's okay. But there's someone who can. April, how do people get in touch with you?
They can reach me at coverthechaos.com. I am Cover the Chaos Beauty on Instagram, and I am Cover the Chaos Productions on Facebook, or I am April Sutton Dudley on Facebook.
Now, you just got married, y'all.
Yes, I just
got married. Throw that Dudley in there.
Dudley. I got married 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
June 29th, so we just celebrated our 2nd anniversary.
Oh, my
God. You
God.
see, Haith is a pro. She know how to straighten her face out so you can get under the eye. So it's learning how to get to the places, pivot your sponge. This is a sponge. Now, I dampen this sponge.
Yeah, how do you know when to go from a brush to a sponge?
I found that I might apply with a brush, but I like to blend with a sponge.
Got it.
And I really like a damp sponge. As you see, it comes hard, but you dampen it and it's so
softens
much more
up.
pliable. You can get into these little crevices under here.
We got a question for you.
Yes.
Susan says, what can I use because I have raccoon eyes like my mom and I have raccoon eyes like my dad? You know, when we first started dating, my husband said, hey, Cooney. I was like, hey, babe. I thought that was so cute. And then one day he was like, you know what that means, right? I said, no. He was like, it mean raccoon. I said, what?
You're like, wait a minute.
I was so
You're like, wait a
mad.
minute,
I
dummy.
said, that is not a cute pet name. He said, well, you still look good. Whatever. Don't be trying to clean it up. So you've been married for 2 years.
2 years.
Girl, congratulations.
Yes, 2 years.
Is this your first marriage?
First marriage.
How did you like being married?
The first year was hard.
Welcome to marriage.
The first year, I thought it was like a fairy tale. You go in and
Yeah,
I'm Cinderella.
no.
And the funny thing is, we've been friends for over 25 years.
That's awesome.
And I just knew we never lived together or anything. So, you know, he's an army man. He's a neat fanatic. I am a makeup artist, fashion stylist who run in, run out. I'll get that when I get back.
Yeah,
And
right.
I'm learning.
I love
it. I like
Welcome to the marriage life,
it's
baby.
something. And Suzanne, not to ignore your question. I don't know if you were here when we first started. Haith has
Darkness
under her eyes,
I
but
do.
you cannot see them now because I canceled them out with a color corrector in orange, and it canceled them completely out. You don't see the dark circles anymore. And after I canceled them, I added my foundation on top of them. Once I put the color corrector there, I aim to not work too hard around that spot because you don't want to manipulate the color corrector and move it around. So you find that you just kind of pat and you layer.
So you dabbing it in.
You're just dabbing it in and they are gone.
Okay.
Color correctors you can find at the beauty supply. You can buy a palette. I'm using a MAC palette that has various color correctors in it. So that way any complexion that I'm dealing with, I have a color corrector that I can use for them. So I use the orange on Haith and it canceled them out completely. And I did not use a lot. Don't use too much because you will start to see orange in that spot. And I'm quite sure that Haith is under lights, camera, and action quite often. So you don't want that feedback from that color corrector.
Okay, got it. Susan says, can women with alopecia wear magnetic lashes? I would like to try them for my upcoming 29th wedding anniversary. First and foremost, sis, let me stop and say happy anniversary. You did that for 29 years.
Yes.
And guess who's been married for 26 years
Wow,
tomorrow?
right on the heels.
Right?
Okay.
26 years tomorrow, we've been married. So me and Elder Henry have been married for 29 years. The answer to your question, Miss Susan, absolutely tootly. You would love them because, one, they go on so easy, and I'm hoping that we get a chance to get to the lashes.
Yes, we're gonna get to the lashes.
But I want you guys to see how easy it is. But again, Susan, yes, absolutely you can wear them. And if you want, Susan, they come in 2. We sell them in 1. You can get it as 1 pair, 2, 3, 5, 10, up to 20. When you do 20, you get a variation of sizes and length. So go to the website, check them out, but absolutely you can. That was another reason why we wanted to do this, to show you guys that it's not that hard. It's not rocket science. You got to learn how to do your eyeliner. Guess how you learn? You keep trying.
Keep trying.
That's it. That's it, y'all. You find a lipstick, jump out of your... Now, I like how you got my eye down with your sponge.
Yes, because I have done her foundation, I am holding it down so that I don't leave fingerprints on her face.
But I love that.
And if you do, you just take a little bit more concealer and you go under there and you fix it.
So, Susan, yes, you can do lashes on your website. Thank you, Susan. It is www.LEHOSTHAIR.com. One of my mentors said, hey, stop saying www. Everybody know what to put in there, girl. She said, you wasting up your, she told me, you wasting, because I was on the radio. She said, stop wasting up all your radio time. I was like, good God. I said,
I'm
yes,
going to be honest with you.
Tell me.
I know, like, and Mom, I'm not calling you out, but my mother,
June, she's calling you out.
My mother's a little, you know, technology challenged. And so if you don't say it, she might have issues with finding it.
See
so
there?
I have to be real specific with my mom when I'm telling her what to look up or where to look. So you might be helping somebody, even though you know you're wasting up your time on the radio.
So let me ask you this. So you came in today very confident.
Very.
How do you help women build their confidence?
Well,
Honestly.
I'll be honest with you.
Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
I grew up with a mother who does not leave the house unless she's together.
Okay.
My
But
mother,
how did you get confidence?
Let me tell you,
because
watching her.
my mother played in makeup so much till it was like,
I think it was just watching her. My mother has, anyone that knows my mother has a walk on her. And just watching this woman walk around together at all times, you
Kinda
know,
instilled in you?
and my mother is chocolate like I am.
I love it.
And so I was able to see it in
In
my
body,
house,
in
my
body,
house.
yeah.
And so my mother, she, you know, she's very shy in some instances, but she's very confident in her strut, in the way she looks. She's always pulled together. Like you can't come to my mother's house if you haven't called and told her you were coming over.
Oh, okay.
She will leave her sister on the porch if you have come to her house and she's not together. My mother does not play that.
I'm gonna call you before I come over, sis. She said, babe, I need some lashes too. You're playing too much. All right, listen, ladies. How I started building confidence in myself, you start achieving wins. And you have compound wins upon compound wins. You start thinking, wait a minute, if I can do this, doggone it, I can do this too.
That is true.
And failure comes with it. Just because you failed, that just means don't do it that way anymore. But I learned that it came from compound wins. But you won't win if you don't try. And so I want to encourage you to start that business, whatever it is you want to do. So you're the principal and owner of your company.
Yes. Cover the Chaos. And it's funny, when I call to order things or call a company or call FedEx, they always say, oh, I love the name of your company, Cover the Chaos. And I'm like, yes, I do makeup. And they're like, oh, that's good, Cover the Chaos. But it's funny how I got that name.
Okay.
I was calling myself Fabulous Faces by April. Hated it. A friend of mine gave me that name. I went with it, but I hated it. I was in church at a revival, Little Rock Baptist Church, and a pastor from Maryland, Bishop Croft, Wayne Croft, was doing the revival. He's preaching, and, I'm like, okay. He's preaching, and he says, you know how you women, you cover up everything. You cover the chaos with this makeup.
And it hits you.
I've never before in church really felt that. I always thought, why don't I felt that.
Yeah.
And I said, cover the chaos. So after the revival, I went to him, and I said, I'm very interested in using something you said for the name of my company. I'm going to get it LLC. But I want to make sure that you're okay with it because I don't want no problems down the line.
Yeah, coming back down the line.
And he said, if God told you it was for
Amen.
you, it's for you.
Amen.
And I have been Cover the Chaos since 2010.
I love it. I love it. Can you wear lashes with glasses? Yes, you can.
And let me tell you, I learned the other day that although you think you're picking the right lash for the client, my bride that got married that was 70, she wanted to wear these fabulous glasses she had just got.
Oh.
And so I put on the lash I thought was the one for her, and I measured it and everything. And when she put her glasses on, they were just hitting the glasses, and you could see it. And I said, ugh, they weren't dry yet. We pulled them off. I prepped her back up, and we started. Now, someone else may have said, well, I showed her the lash before I started. She said that one was okay. But me being a professional, I could not let her all day sit around with those glasses hitting those lashes. Yeah. So I put on a more natural lash, and they were perfect. So I would say that if you want to wear lashes with glasses, get a very natural lash. Or if you're over the top and you want to spend a little bit more, get some eyelash extensions. But I will say you have to try those first because they have, sometimes they have a reaction with anything. And a lot of times you want to make sure. So you want to do a skin prep to make sure that you can wear those. But you can buy lashes from 99 cents to, I've seen them for $30, $40, $50.
Yeah.
Depending on what your pocket dictates.
Right. And it's okay, ladies.
Yes. Don't feel like you have to run out. That's if you're practicing. Now, when you get a pro like me, you might invest in, a higher end.
If you're just starting, just get you some nice. We have all kinds. So we have thin, natural. We have medium full, and then we have the glamour girls. But Dr. Lorraine says, I have problems coordinating my lipstick and my eyeshadow. How do I do that? Dr. Lorraine says, matching my colors of my eyeshadow and lipsticks and colors and clothes. She want to be coordinated.
So, Dr. Lorraine, I would say give me a call. Let's do a one-on-one. We can do a Zoom.
You can do a Zoom, Dr. Lorraine.
We can do a Zoom. And a lot of times, like when I'm doing weddings, I'll always ask, what are the wedding colors? So that you make sure that you pick a color that's not going to go against that color.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times, you know, if you do a smoky eye, you might want to do a paler lip. Unless you're bold like me, I do a smoky eye and I'm going to do a bright red lip. But you can always learn how to coordinate your colors. A natural look goes with everything. So if you learn your basic natural look and find you one more look that's a little more amped up, then you're good. Now, unless you're going to get out and you want to start doing makeup, then you can take a class to learn how to do other people. But for yourself, it's a lot simpler.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you, this is my first time doing magnetic lashes.
So let me say this. You're going to put on two.
Okay.
Two coats. You're going to put on one.
Okay.
Then you're going to put on the other one. Then you put on another one.
Okay.
And then bam.
Okay.
But you're going to need because y'all, it's real out here in these streets.
This is new stuff.
But see, I love the fact that she was honest.
Honest.
And I love the fact because it took me a minute to learn how to do it. And then when I did it, April, I was like, oh my God.
Oh, this is nothing.
Listen, when I'm in and out the house, when I got to get bam, bam,
okay.
bam, bam, boom, and I'm gone.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. You know, I'm old faithful, you know, old school. We're using the lash glue. But I'm not opposed to trying new things. And I want you ladies to understand, don't be scared to try new things. If you leave this with anything, don't be afraid to try
something new. And
try
listen,
new things.
April, if it's not right, we're going to go to some regular lashes.
Okay.
Y'all, be regular. Stop being extra.
Okay,
Y'all being too
bougie. We got some regular lashes.
You see what I'm saying?
Right over here,
Calm
just in case.
down,
But
everybody.
I'm gonna try these.
Ain't nobody on here trying to act like something that they... Come on, let's do it.
So as you see, Hay's skin looks marvelous. You know, you see where I color corrected. She looks marvelous. I see where I'm going to go in just a little bit more on that side, but as you see, her skin looks...
You're satisfied.
It looks wonderful. Quick out the door. It's a little bit longer because we are demonstrating and talking at the same time, but you can do this 15 minutes. If you set aside 15 minutes, now I'm not going to encourage, you know, driving and doing your makeup.
No. Stop
15 minutes before you leave the house. If you got an extra 15 minutes when you get to the office, run in the bathroom, boop, boop, boop. And now with these magnetic lashes, you might be able to boom, 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 boom.
Boom,
So
boom,
let's see. So we're going to try to do the magnetic lashes. So close to the lash line. I'm going to sit this here. Look down for me. So that's one there. We're going to go to the other one. And I just hold the eye over to the side just to give me a little bit of base. To hold it tight. Okay. Then we're going to
put them on when they're still a little wet. Works pretty good.
Okay. So we're going to go back to the other side. And we're going to do that one more time. So I find that, you know, in doing makeup, that it is such a confidence booster. I have met so many women who are grown women who still suffer from some childhood trauma with the way they thought they looked. And some of them have never worn makeup. They get makeup put on and they turn into a whole new person. You watch them transform right before your eyes in your chair. That is a wonderful feeling. That's the best part about doing makeup. It's really so rewarding. Okay, so we're gonna put this lash. Okay, that's one. Now normally, hey, how fast does it dry on you?
As soon as they go on, they start drying right instantly. But if you feel like it's lifting, it's okay to kind of go back on there.
Okay.
And then now I have this, I don't know if it's the bridge of my nose, but my corners do lift.
And that's with any lash.
Okay, so what I do is I just hold it. I hold it for about 10 seconds and I'm good.
Okay, it's really no different than doing regular lashes.
It really isn't.
And just like with a regular lash, you can always go back in. If you need to add a little bit more, there's really no smell to it. And you'll see right here where she's lifting, I'm gonna add a coat right here, just on the corner.
And hold down and it's good.
Look at that.
It look good if you must say so yourself.
Yes, it's something new. Open up. Okay, look. Now, Miss Hay has a nice lash. Most of you may not want to go that long.
Come on, this not that bad though.
She has them a little bit shorter, but she has the features that she can pull that off.
And the confidence. And you get confidence when you do it, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and you go, oh, this is what I've learned. With women especially, right? You do their makeup, right? Or you do their hair, especially with hair. I can more so speak to hair.
Okay.
I don't know if I like this. You look beautiful.
Yes.
I don't know. Then I get a call the next week. Can you do my hair like you did last time?
You know what I
learned? When they get home,
it takes somebody else to give them.
Say, you look incredible.
And I'm going to tell you, it can go either way. They can love it when they leave.
Yeah.
They get home, and it's like, I don't like it. And it's a little powder, translucent powder.
How do you stop yourself from looking ashy?
That plays a lot with your moisturizing of your skin.
Okay, got it.
And then you can also do and that's the color, picking the right color also for your complexion. You know, some people have yellow undertones, and some people have red undertones.
Somebody said, go ahead, April. That's Daryl.
Y'all geeking me up.
Go on, April.
Okay, you see a little powder.
We fine.
But we good. Okay,
well, clothes. I came to work today, lady.
So you see, she has a smoky eye, but it's not overbearing. It's office appropriate. It's daytime appropriate.
So yeah, sometimes you doing it and then getting out there and somebody says, oh my God, you look so pretty.
And then a lot of times people, they're not used to that
Sharon
attention.
Dickerson. Now Sharon, you don't wear a lot of makeup. So if you're saying this is beautiful. April, you making it happen, girl.
Well, thank you, Miss Sharon. So a little blush. Just a little bit. Now, I'll get that too. A lot of people don't like blush. You need a little bit. In my chair, you're going to get a little bit of blush because you just do not look complete unless you have a little bit of blush. A little bit of blush, just as if you smiled at your honey and he made you blush a little bit. So not too much. Now, some people like it, Raggedy Annish, but you don't have to.
I love it.
You can do it as light, and again, with blush. If you overdo it, you can always take your powder, you can always take your sponge, and dab out and
y'all,
get it back.
Y'all, she doing the thing now. Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody says, I think it's Sunshine. Sunshine, how you doing, girl? You've been on this thing, girl. You is loving this show today. Now, what about ladies that have no lashes? Does it work the same way? Yes, because the lash is sticking to the magnetic.
It's not sticking to the hairs. It's right at the lash line. Everybody has a lash line. Even if you don't have lashes, you have a lash line.
Right.
So the magnetic glue goes right on that lash line, and it also makes it look like you have done your black liner right on the top as well. So that's tricky for people. Yeah. A lot of times people can't do that black liner up there, and it gives you the illusion that you did a little black liner up there. So yes, you can. You can do that, and it dries so fast. Whereas with my regular glue, it takes a little time. And in doing makeup, you're gonna have to let it dry, or you're gonna have an extra little fan, because what is a no-no in doing makeup is me blowing your lash and putting it on your eye.
Nowadays, huh?
Yeah, well,
okay.
Always.
Oh, anyway.
I'm always a fanner. I'm always have a fan, because you don't want, even from your own mouth, you could have a cold, and next thing you know, you get an eye infection. So you want to make sure that you are using a fan, or you are fanning or letting it sit until it's time to put that lash on.
I love it.
So we've done everything. We're going to do her lips. Now, Beauty Cuties has a array of colors. I mean, we can go anywhere from this nude to this red.
That's called Haste Favorite Red.
To this hot pink. Now, I know y'all are probably scared of this hot pink, but if you line this hot pink right, you can pull this off. Okay. You may not wear it to the office, but as soon as you get in that car and you're getting ready to go have cocktails, or you're going to go have a quick bite to eat, you can put on this hot pink.
Sunshine says, I love you. Hey, thank you so much. You have helped my confidence. Thank you. Listen, that's what we all about.
Yes.
But it's not me. It's all these gifts and talents that come on this platform to make you believe in yourself.
And sharing.
Yeah, my God. Oh, my God.
People, you ask me where I get something from, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you the line I used to get growing up. Oh, my cousin was in Paris and they picked this up. No, I'm going to tell you I went to so-and-so boutique, or I'm going to tell you I went online. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'll be honest with you. You would be shocked at one of the biggest influencers in my life.
Where?
That pushed me to have this level of confidence. Darnell Diva Lanier.
Okay.
Darnell Lanier is a female impersonator.
Oh, okay.
And he used to make all of my pageant clothes when I was in pageants. I've won a few pageants. I mean,
if I must say so
myself, I've represented some very big name companies. I've been to Paris, France for Cavassier. So I have done some things in my life. And that young man, he made me so confident. He patterned his female impersonation body off of my body.
Oh, wow.
So we used to swap clothes. If I needed a dress for a function, I would go over there and get a dress. He lives in Florida now, but I want to, on this platform, tell Darnell Lanier that you made such a difference in my life. And who would have thought that a young man who had no interest in me would have poured so much into me,
but it's
and
someone
built my confidence.
And it's someone using their gifts, their talents, to pull out of you what's already there.
Yes.
And that's what we do as beauticians or stylists or cosmetologists or makeup artists and stylists. I'm gonna have her to. I'm gonna hurry up because she has some other things she want to play with.
And I'm gonna line her lips just a little bit. And I'm gonna use a very light brown just to give her lip a shape. Gone are the days.
That's what I was about to say.
Lining your lips with
black
eyeliner pencil.
Sis, why?
Gone are the days. It's not the 90s. Gone are the days. You know, gone are the days of the red lips and the black liner. You know, you barely can see that I have a liner on her. And then I'm going to use number 28. I did a smoky eye, so I'm going to do a nude lip on her. And I'm going to use number 28 from the Beauty Cutie line. And a lot of you will say, oh, I can't wear nude. My mother's not I don't like it. Look like you know, put Pepto-Bismol on your lip. If you line your lips correctly, and if you think you need to line it some more, you just line it a little bit more, and you just give it a little foundation so that you have shape to your lip, and the lipstick just glides right on.
When do we wear matte and when do we wear gloss?
It's a preference. It depends on the person. Like a lot of my younger clientele, they only like gloss. So what I'll do is I'll dab a little bit of matte, like a nude, because the favorite, what color do you like? Nude. So I'll dab a little nude in a little nude color like this, and then I'll put the gloss on top of it. They love gloss. This is a matte on her right now, and it looks wonderful. She looks pulled together. She looks natural with a little bit of
okay. Somebody says, I sweat so bad. Do I really have to wear foundation? Because I sweat.
You don't have, but if you want to have a flawless finish and you want to combat that sweat, Menron, Mehron, has a I'll find it.
Somebody put it in the comment section.
It's a before primer that you put on, and it helps with the sweating tremendously.
Let me tell you who else. I one time sat and watched Derek Rutherford.
Oh. Okay.
He was doing makeup.
Rutledge?
Rutledge. Yes.
Derek Rutledge.
Doing makeup. Pepto-Bismol. Oh, no. Maalox. That.
Milk and Magnesia.
Milk and Magnesia.
Now, I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not either.
Because I spoke with my dermatologist about it.
And it's bad.
And that's another thing. Like, invest in a dermatologist. I have a dermatologist. Most insurances pay for it. I went through a bout of alopecia that I thought that
really?
A stress-related alopecia.
Oh, okay.
And one day I'll share. I just shared with my mother last year the pictures, and she had no idea that my hair had fallen out the way it did. Mm-hmm. I went to see my dermatologist, and she gave me treatments, and I wear protective hairstyles, but I have hair almost to my shoulder.
Oh, wow.
Because this dermatologist, she really got me back together. My follicles hadn't died, and that was a plus.
That's the plus.
You want to go get assessed and make sure that your follicles have not died. You can reach out to a great beautician like Hayes, or you can find your dermatologist. But I find that what we eat a lot of times, it does everything to our skin and our hair.
Right. Dudley says great. Dudley Randy.
That would be my husband.
I knew that was. I just had a feeling that was. Great job.
That would be my.
So I'm gonna let her finish because she wants to play some more.
So her makeup is done.
Okay.
Now she asked about
I'm gonna ask
looking
you.
dry.
Grab that. Yep. Okay, but tell me what you about to do.
Now you can either mist and spray to set it. I sometimes will spray it on the sponge because this particular spray is very disrespectful. It comes out like all over the place. So I'll spray the sponge and I'll dab it into her skin. This is a dewy setting mist, so it brings back life to the skin.
Okay.
So you don't look so matted.
Okay, I love that. And we
so
have.
It's setting it. Oh, she has a. Is this LEHOSTHAIR?
That's called That's called Mister. Yeah, and so you
now
put
this is awesome.
Yeah, every makeup artist that have used it thus far, I got this fan on the
Okay, so I will be getting one of these. But look, it just mists it, and it adds hydration.
Close your eyes.
Oh, y'all.
Isn't that? And I thought putting lavender in there.
Every woman needs that. It's so light. Like I said, this is disrespectful. That was so light and relaxing. On a hot day, that is awesome.
Please, Kenneth. Whatever. Ain't nobody thinking about you, Kenneth. Kenneth said, Miss Hayes, you are fine, with or without makeup. Lord Jesus.
Yes.
Sorry, Brother Henry.
And that's what we have to understand. This is just an enhancer.
That's it.
We're only enhancing
what
you already got.
I love it.
I believe in beauty. I'm a beauty makeup artist. I can do the other stuff, but I like beauty. I like to pull out what you already have there.
I love it.
So where he said Miss Hayes is fine, yes, Miss Hayes is fine, but Miss Hayes is even finer. Okay, she's taking. I'm not advertising, but she's taking. Tomorrow, okay.
26 years.
26 years.
26 years.
But look at her.
And I'm not gonna take the buyout. She said, Mom says, now give me that mister. Now I like the mister.
Mom, you gotta bring my card. So yeah, so you ladies see, Hayes looks pulled together. She does not look overdone.
No, it doesn't.
So simple. If we were not explaining, you could have did this in 10, 15 minutes.
And it looks so natural.
It looks natural.
Especially for women who do not like a lot of makeup.
And it just enhanced what she already had. I didn't hide.
No.
I concealed her dark spots.
Yeah.
But I did not try to, I'm going to shellac on. And no. I enhanced what Hayes already has.
So ladies, this has been April's makeup edition. Yes. Now we got like 5 minutes left. Okay. And I want you brought some other things with you.
Yes. I'm just going to show you ladies how simple. Like now I'm a baubles girl.
What does that mean?
That means I'm going to put on 10 necklaces if possible. And I'm going to be honest with you. There are some days, depending on what necklace I have on, where these shoulders hurt when I take them off. I like a bauble. Dynasty was one of my favorite shows.
I love Dynasty.
And
shoulder pads and all.
If you go on my page, April Sutton Dudley, you will see. I believe in robes.
She
does.
I
believe in extra. And
she's glamorous.
There's no such thing as, like I said, a special occasion. My pastor has instilled it in us. He said, eat off that china. Because there's a special occasion.
Right.
Wear that lingerie, ladies, even if it's for yourself.
No, come on.
When my children are at work and gone for the weekend, and I'm home alone, I put on the pretty stuff.
I love it.
I'll sit around the house. I'm like Dominique Devereaux. I just believe in that. So what I'm going to show you guys right now, and this is just a little tidbit of styling, but as you see.
You want me to take this off?
Yes. Hayes has on basic black blazer, white tee. She may say, wow, the girls just called me. They want to go for drinks. They want to go talk after work. I don't want to go all the way back home. I'm at the shop. I may have an extra pair of cute shoes. I'm going to show you. You can take
this necklace is acting real stupid.
I can layer it on there.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So ignore the small necklace.
Yep, I'll turn it around.
But you just add, she has on silver earrings.
That's pretty.
And we're just going to add.
Sorry, Dave. He's like, the sound.
Ooh. Sorry, Dave. But we're just going to add, look at that.
That's pretty.
trying to save the technician's ears, I'm not gonna, you know, mess with it. But as you see, how that lays, and she has a new look.
Yeah. So basically, knowing how to spoof up
keep
something plain and basic.
You
know my favorite place to shop?
Where is that?
Resale.
Yes.
I am a consignment junkie.
Yes. I'm a boutique and resale. Resale has gotten a little pricey. Some of the things you can buy brand new.
I agree with you.
And a lot of times they are, now this is, you know, a little bit, you know, not too much. It's a little sparkly, but not too much. For our girls that really want to stand out.
Long live Brother Henry. Laugh out loud.
You know, I'm a girl of statement.
Oh, I love
believe
that.
in
That is gorgeous.
Statement pieces.
That is gorgeous. So now, do you design pieces or?
I don't. You
a stylist.
I'm a stylist. I just scour and I sit for hours and hours, and I find some of the sassiest pieces. I like the way my statement jewelry just jumps off my neck. So if you keep a few statement pieces, they can be pearls. You can do one layer of pearls. I love different. So this, I put this on with a pink jumpsuit a couple weeks ago, and I didn't need much of anything. So just ladies, invest. You costume jewelry. I told my husband he wants to buy diamonds, and I'm like, I like costume jewelry. My wedding ring is a diamond. I'm okay. I like costume jewelry.
Yeah.
I have a lot of. When I moved with my husband, my sister helped me pack up my jewelry, and she was like, "Really, April?" But she's not too far behind me, so I don't even understand why she was like, "Really, April?" Because she's a junior me. She loves shoes. She loves jewelry. She loves clothing. Now my mother loves clothing. She loves jewelry. She don't understand our fetish for shoes. I have a couple of 100 pairs of shoes.
Hundreds.
But when the world was open, I had places to wear
Dave said,
them. You should see Dave. But let me tell you, my loving husband, he gave me a closet room. So I was able to turn a room into a closet. So you know, that's a plus. But yes, I believe in. I like girly things, and I like to really dress up. When the world was open, I was at a function every time you looked up.
So what does Miss June do?
Miss June is a clothing designer. She makes clothing out of men's neckties.
Is that the person they was talking? Okay, don't tell me no more. Don't tell me no more, because we bringing Miss June on in August. So don't tell me no more.
I'm gonna probably have to come with her, because she's not as
I would love
camera loving as me.
No, I love it.
She's a clothing designer, and she's a licensed cosmetologist. And she's creative, and her children are creative because she's creative. So I just want you to know, purchase, if you're in the $10 store and you see a nice piece and you say, you know what, I got a black blazer, I got a dress I can throw a nice piece on with, buy it. You don't have to buy a expensive piece of jewelry to look like $1 million. I am the queen of looking like $1 million on $9.99. That's gonna be the book. That's gonna be the book.
How I looked $1 million with $1.99.
Yes.
No,
but this has been awesome.
Have you enjoyed yourself?
I really did. When I got the invitation, I was like, wow, little old man.
I'm please,
ready.
girl.
I'm ready. You know, I almost came up in here in a gown. Like I said, I'm gonna say that for him. I'm gonna say that for him.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Anybody that knows me knows I love a gown.
But let me say this to you. I love when women do that.
Yes.
I love when women have the ability not to allow other people to intimidate them. One of the saddest things as women is when you let another woman intimidate you.
Yes.
And you're not your best you because you're insecure about what other people may say. Honey, they saying it anyway.
Yes.
So you might as well get you a good necklace.
Yes.
Beat your face down to the Lord Jesus, not to the gods, but to the Lord. And listen, be everything that God has called you to be. You can start that job.
Yes.
You can start that business, but show up, all of you. Don't dumb down. That's over. We're not doing that no more. Gone are the days, and I love that. You use that a lot, and I love that. Gone are the days where we as women do not empower one another.
Yes.
This is not that day. And you know what? It is so much easier to get there together.
Yes.
This has been a treat and a joy. I met a new girlfriend, y'all.
Wait a minute. I have a gift for her.
You have a gift for me. I love it. Is this something?
Now, ladies,
this gift. Can I take this off?
is what this is all about.
She gonna make me cry up in here, up in here. Oh my God. It says Wonder
Woman.
I love it.
For Wonder Woman
I love it. Now
Wednesday.
you know I'm gonna have to wear
These
that
are earrings.
Thank
Wonder
you
Woman.
so much.
Thank you.
You think I'm playing? I'm wearing them. I am
Thank you.
wearing those.
Yes, I thought this was perfect for you.
Thank you
and I
so
thank
much.
you for inviting me. I thank you all for watching. And I see everything that Haith has done over the years. I followed, I used to do hair, so I followed her over the years, and I'm like, wow, she's taken just doing hair to a whole nother level. Had I, did all that and stayed in the business, I probably would have been following her.
But you're doing your thing
I
now.
love the makeup. And
I love your styling.
Thank you.
Girl.
But what I'll say is, find you women like the women that are on here. There are a lot of women out here that are presenting themselves as sister friends and empowerment women, and they're not empowering. They're mean girls in disguise. I've got sucked into a bunch of luncheons of mean girls in disguise. But the Wonder Woman
real talk.
Wednesday shows me that there are still women out here that are pouring into other women. Haith shared with me that she goes to one of the young girls'
youth
juvenile
facilities,
and she pours into them.
And then I found out she does too, the same facility. So we're gonna do some stuff together.
Yeah, so just find you some like-minded. If you don't have, like my girlfriends, my core group of girlfriends, all of us are not into this. Some of them like, girl, you're a mess. But for my wedding, they was fine. But find you a group. Check out the ladies on Wonder Woman Wednesday and find you a group that you can gravitate to if you don't have it in your core circle. And just be fabulous. I thank you.
I love that. Just be fabulous. Ladies, I hope that you've enjoyed the show today. I am Haith Johnson. I was graced with the wonderful presence of this beautiful queen, April. And congratulations, Mr. Randy. You got yourself a good catch. Because he that findeth the wife finds a good thing. Man, you done found yourself a good thing. Listen, I need to let you guys know that we'll be on tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Wonder Woman Wednesday is now over, but we will be back with the Big Wig Show. I'll see you then.
How about a feel-good story? A Metro Detroit couple started the business in their basement, worked together for years and years, traveled a lot, building on their ideas. Tonight, it's all paid off.
Their hair care products are about to appear on the shelves of the world's largest retailer, Walmart. Local 4 business editor Rod Maloney has the story.
It is no understatement to say that it's astronomical, the odds of getting your mom and pop product into a Walmart store. You're competing with conglomerates. And yet for Haith and Henry Johnson, with their specialized hair care products, they're in. Now, what's it like to get that text from Walmart? Oh, it's exciting.
I gotta go lay down. I literally had to go lay down. He said, hey, what happened? I gave him my phone. He went, yeah! And that is just began a great journey for us.
Haith and Henry Johnson own and operate LEHOSTHAIR in Ferndale. It's a wig shop, but so much more. Haith had been a hairdresser, but wanted to do a lot more.
Who wants to show up at the party with a hairy hat that they call a wig? Nobody. So we taught them how to do their hair with our hair care products. Or if you just have hair growing out of your scalp, our products still work.
Henry's a Gulf War vet, worked as a skilled tradesman for Ford, but gave it all up, deciding to put his business degree to work and work very hard side by side with his wife in their shop.
I mean, I'm talking about hard work, going in when your staff leaves you, and then you have to build your staff again and put the processes in order.
LEHOSTHAIR is about to morph into something very impressive, a manufacturing concern with long reach, 200 Walmart stores to start.
Hard work pays off.
The optimism was always there that I'm like, I know we're going to get it. I really believe it in my heart. And I just trust it. I trusted God all the way through.
I am very grateful. I am very humble, and I'm appreciative that God heard our prayers.
As long as this journey has been, 200 stores is really just the beginning. Henry's looking at the next step, which would be 500 stores, but he's aiming for 5,000. And who can blame him? In Commerce Township, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Hey, big wig. Hey.